What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to a new Infinite Flight video with me and myself. Today we'll be flying the 777-300ER from in Amsterdam. I've actually rarely ever done this. I rarely actually even do these flights out of Amsterdam, but I decided, you know what, it's time to make something a little bit more enjoyable. So we're gonna be flying out of Echo Hotel Alpha Mike out to EDDL. So Echo Hotel EDDL. We can actually go from here back. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna park at Dusseldorf. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. And we'll fly out to EHAM, which I don't actually even know what that airport is, to be honest with you guys. Oh, Schiphol International. Okay, let's go Schiphol. A20. We're going to be flying 777-300 Air Canada. It's a airline that I think a lot of you guys have flown on, or if not flown on, this will be your first flight on board it. It's actually this game is actually really fun to play. I enjoy playing it. And yes, this video will have the safety video included, so don't you guys worry. I will make sure that gets included into the video, so you guys can hear it. Obviously, with YouTube, I mean, if they upload the video to YouTube, then it's obviously not copyrighted. So, in any regards, let's hop on board the aircraft and let's start working our way around it, and let's see where EDDL is. It may just be a very short flight, I think. Yeah, so let's have a look here. Look, where is EDDL? EDDL, where are you, bud? It could be a really short flight, I'm thinking. Just by the way of things. Oh, it's actually, yeah, it's a decent length from here. I'll probably be doing a lot more of these videos out of this area because there's a lot more runways and stuff to use, so it should be a little bit easier. But today we're going to be using runway 06 for departure, and we're basically going to fly out runway 06. You know what, actually, disregard that. Let's fly EHAM, and then let's go runway 09. Well, Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's go EHAM, add that in, and then we'll go to runway 27, we'll join there, and then we'll basically take the route on the ILS out. It's kind of odd that we're doing this, but in order to make it an easier flight, because I know just from, if you watched my previous video, these flights can be a little bit tricky to make. Especially when you have hard turns, so that's what I'm trying to avoid today, is the hard, sharp turns. Now, unfortunately, there is not much that we can work with, and EDDL is 2 straight runways. So we're just going to have to kind of circle around EDDL and try to get around it. Total distance right now is only looking at 32 nautical miles, which is really nothing. So I mean, this could be a very short flight. I don't know if it will be. I mean, 33 nautical miles is basically nothing to get into EDDL, which is Dusseldorf International Airport. So we're flying a total of 53.6 nautical miles on the 777-300. I could fly this with the 737. This is really a short route. So we're going to be cruising altitude, oh, I don't know, 6,000 feet at least, 8,000 today. It's going to be a very short hop on this one because of how tiny the route is. It's literally a 13-minute flight. So, you know, it's literally, you don't even need this big of it. It's 53 nautical miles. It's literally 10 minutes in the air. So, I don't know, you know, some people are doing it at 1 hour, 31 minutes. I have no clue how they're even doing that, because these short hops, it should not take that long. This will literally take us 5-10 minutes, I'd assume, maybe even that. So with that being said, I'm going to go into the settings here real quick, and we may connect on, we'll see. I may change our, change that, so we'll see here. Right now what we need to figure out is runway 6. Wait, what runway are we scheduled to take off on? Oops. I think what we're going to do is we're not just going to fly to EDDL. We'll make a landing there, and then we'll fly... How many runways does that have? 1. EDKK. Let's fly... Okay, we're going to do this. This is going to be an extra long episode for you guys. We'll make a landing there, and we'll continue on to our next airport. So it will be about an hour-long video. So just a disclaimer, I have changed my mind. Because 53 nautical miles is basically nothing. So I don't really want to fly that short of a route for a video. It's not even really worth a video, if you ask me. It's pretty much a straight down run from there. So we're taking off of runway 6. We're actually parallel to it. We just gotta find which side it's parallel on. It says we are, actually it's right there, so we can just push back and then take it from there. So during the taxi, I'll play the safety video for you guys and allow you guys to hear that. I'm gonna turn up the volume here for the safety video. But we're gonna start pushback right now, and we're gonna actually do it this way. I'm gonna try a different method of doing pushback. And we'll play the safety video as soon as we are done pushback. So you guys can hear that. Now that's going to be something I'm going to start getting in the habit of doing. I know it's going to be a little bit more fun that way. So, yeah, I will not be talking this whole time. I'll probably be quiet until we get to landing. Because obviously landing, we're going to have to reset once we get into landing, once we land at Dusseldorf. And we'll reset the game, restart it, and then continue on into our next airport. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this short haul. It's really called an island haul. It's really useless flying this big of a jumbo jet. So we're probably not even going to fly 250 knots. That's just, it's not worth it, really. I'm thinking we're going to fly 210 knots. Really short hop. Alright, so pushback is done. Just going to set the flaps out. And we'll check the spoilers real quick. They are working. Speed, we're not going to go that fast now that I think about it. 220 knots is our cruising speed. Okay, everything is set. So here you guys go. Here's the safety video for Air Canada.
Welcome aboard Air Canada.
Bienvenue à bord d'Air Canada. Pour votre sécurité et votre confort, nous vous prions d'écouter attentivement cette brève vidéo.
For your safety and comfort, we ask that you pay attention to this short video. Please place baggage in the overhead bin and heavier items under the seat in front of you.
Veuillez ranger les bagages dans les coffres supérieurs et les bagages plus lourds sous le siège devant vous. En prévision du décollage, asseyez-vous confortablement, redressez le dossier de votre siège et rangez votre tablette.
In preparation for takeoff, make sure you're comfortably seated with your seat back upright and tray table stowed. For your safety, you must wear your seatbelt when the seatbelt light has been turned on, and we suggest wearing it even when the sign is turned off.
Pour votre sécurité, gardez toujours votre ceinture bouclée lorsque la consigne est allumée. Nous vous conseillons de la garder attachée en tout temps, même après l'extinction de la consigne. Attachez votre ceinture et ajustez-la autour de vos hanches. Pour la détacher, soulevez la partie supérieure de la boucle ou appuyez sur le bouton.
Fasten your seatbelt by adjusting it around your hips. To release it, lift the upper portion or press on the release button. Air quality is important to us. That's why we always ensure that you enjoy a non-smoking environment.
La qualité de l'air est importante pour nous. C'est pourquoi nous tenons à vous offrir un environnement sans fumée. À partir de maintenant et jusqu'à ce qu'une annonce soit faite à l'arrivée, les appareils électroniques portatifs doivent être réglés en mode avion.
At this time, your portable electronic devices must be set to airplane mode until an announcement is made upon arrival. The illustrated card in your seat pocket or magazine rack explains the many safety features of this aircraft. Please review it sometime before takeoff.
La carte illustrée placée dans la pochette du siège ou dans le porte-revue explique les nombreux éléments de sécurité propres à cet avion. Veuillez en prendre connaissance avant le décollage.
If there is a need to evacuate the aircraft, leave your personal belongings behind and follow the seat-mounted lighting in the aisle to the nearest emergency exit.
S'il fallait évacuer l'avion, laissez vos effets personnels. Suivez l'éclairage des sièges côté couloir jusqu'à l'issue de secours la plus proche.
There are 4 exits located on each side of the aircraft. All of these are indicated by a green exit sign. Please locate the one nearest you.
Il y a 4 issues de secours de chaque côté de l'appareil. Elles sont toutes signalées par une enseigne verte. Veuillez repérer celle qui est la plus près de vous. Si la pression de la cabine change, un masque à oxygène ou une languette rouge tombera du panneau au-dessus de vous. Restez assis. Tirez la languette ou le masque vers vous. Utilisez ensuite la bande élastique pour maintenir le masque sur votre nez et votre bouche et respirez normalement pour activer l'arrivée d'oxygène. Mettez toujours votre masque avant d'aider quelqu'un.
If the cabin pressure changes, an oxygen mask or a red tab will drop from the panel above you. Remain seated. Pull the mask or the tab to bring the mask towards you. Use the support strap to hold the mask over your mouth and nose. Breathe normally to start the flow of oxygen. Always secure your own mask before assisting another person. If there is an emergency landing on water, reach under the seat or beside your leg rest. Remove the elastic band if required. Pull out the life vest from the pouch.
Dans le cas d'un amérissage, prenez la pochette contenant le gilet de sauvetage sous le siège ou près du repose-jambe. Retirez la bande élastique au besoin et sortez le gilet de la pochette. Enfilez le gilet. Fixez le crochet autour de la taille et ajustez la ceinture. Ne gonflez votre gilet qu'au moment de quitter l'avion. Pour gonfler le gilet, tirez la languette ou soufflez dans le tube.
Slip it on. Fasten the waist clip and tighten the belt. Pulling the tab will inflate the life vest. You can also inflate it by blowing into the tube. The life vest should only be inflated as you leave the aircraft. If you need any assistance or have any concerns, please let one of us know.
Si vous avez besoin d'aide ou si vous avez des préoccupations, adressez-vous simplement à l'un d'entre nous. Merci d'avoir choisi de voyager avec Air Canada.
Thank you for choosing to fly with Air Canada.
Flight attendants, please be seated. Prepare for takeoff. Alright guys, so you heard the safety video there. And now it's time to get on out of here. So, one of the things, if you guys are new to doing these type of videos, what I try to do is, while the safety video is playing, I try to get the aircraft taxied over to the gate, over to the runway that we're taking off of. Because sometimes you play the video during pushback, and then before we even get to the runway, the video's over. And I try to keep people entertained for the taxi, because it's really hard, especially if we were going to go taxi over to 36 left, which is on the other side of the airport. It's kind of hard to listen to me commentate the whole time. And so that's why I do it with the safety videos. I do push back, and depending on how long the safety video is, if it's short, then we just play it. But if it's a long safety video, I try to play it right as we start taxiing. That way it gives it a chance to stop. And if it doesn't finish by the time we reach the runway, what I'll do eventually is I'll stop the aircraft, allow it to finish playing, because we can't take off without it finished. So, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and set up here, and then our next flight out to our next destination might change, but we'll figure that out once we are done here. So we are going to get ready to go here, and let's go ahead and set the aircraft up. We're only flying to 220 knots as our takeoff speed limit, so we won't need full thrust on this takeoff departure. So we can let go of the brakes, and the aircraft will immediately start rolling down the runway. And here we go. Let's add a little bit of forward pressure to it. This is a long runway, so I'm not really that concerned about it. And V1. Rotate. And we are up in the air. And positive rate. Gear up. Okay, we need a turn here to a heading of 132 immediately. Should have started that as soon as we was airborne. So let's start that turn now. And I'm actually going to take control of this turn because we're going to have to push it. Almost reaching our cruise here. Way off course. Oh, shoot. Alright, heading select. And flaps 5. And altitude select. Let's go and pull that up. Come on. It's not climbing that slow. Alright, so I think we're going to cruise at 6,000 here. Because we're literally going to have to start descending here pretty quickly. So... Actually, let's keep flaps 5 out. We'll just keep that, because we're going to start our descent here. 5,000 is going to be even hard to reach. We don't start step climbing this thing up. Where are we? Yeah, look at that. Just look at that. It's really going to be hard to get this thing to step climb if, see, even 5,000 is a tad bit hard to get up to. But we're going to leave flaps 5 for departure. I'm not going to leave the seatbelt sign off. It's such a short flight. We're literally going to be there in minutes, so that's why I'm cruising at such a low altitude. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck captain speaking, I'd like to welcome everyone aboard Air Canada flight 777 with service to Dusseldorf. As you guys can probably tell, we are cruising at a fairly low altitude right now. And that is due to the fact because of how short this flight is. It's literally, we're in 2 minutes and we're only 45 nautical miles away. So, with that being said, the aircraft is cruising at a lower altitude. And we're asking everyone to please remain seated. At this point, if you need to go to the washroom, feel free to get about the cabin. But the seatbelt sign is going to remain on. So, I just ask that everyone please return to their seats if at all possible and fasten their seatbelts. We should be on the ground in about 10 minutes. Alright, so we are slowly but surely making our way there. I didn't want to go too fast. Actually, we could probably speed up a tad bit here. Let's go speed up a little bit. As we don't want to... So we're going to go spoilers armed here and just get ready for descent. We're going to have to be down at 3,000 feet here pretty quickly in the next 5 minutes. We're going to have to go ahead and descend down to 3,000 for ILS. So, yeah. And again, I don't know, guys, if I'm going to make this a standalone video or if this is going to be something I'm going to make as a full-on 2-part video. So, we'll see. This could just be a standalone video. It's quicker that way. It's probably still going to be about 30-ish minutes. Regardless, so, yeah. Alright, so I've decided we're going to take off the seatbelt sign for a little bit just so passengers can move about and go to the washroom, because I fear that if we don't, they're just all going to stay seated, so. And coming up here in a couple days, actually in a couple weeks, I will be doing a island hopping video. Not a very island hoppy-ish video, but like a short haul to several short airports. and stuff like that. Probably gonna be here in the UK. We're gonna do a video or something like that. So stay tuned for that. It should be coming out in the next couple weeks. But yeah. Alrighty, so we are 32 nautical miles out from the airport now. And just getting ready for descent here, so we're going to go and turn on the seatbelt sign again. And we're going to go ahead and start slowing this puppy down. Because I do not want to start slowing it down at the last minute here. So flaps 5 is plenty. It's a beautiful Air Canada logo. I like the maple leaf logo. Alright, so we're going to start our initial slowdown here to 210 knots. If the aircraft slows down itself, we won't need to use the spoilers, but we will here in a few minutes, just as we get ready to slow the puppy down. Alright. And we can start descending down to 3,000 feet. So I'm going to go 800 feet per minute. And what I'll do here is once we get around the airport, what I'll do is I'll actually start slowing the aircraft down. We're going to slow it down to 200 knots minimum, so that once we hit ILS, I'm going to be taking control of the aircraft, and it won't have a problem with flaps or anything like that. So we're just going to put flaps 15 in right now. As it starts its descent down to 2,000 feet. Alright, so in about a minute we're going to turn to a heading of 128 degrees, so it's going to be on that side. And yeah, we are rolling out pretty good here. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell, that was a fairly quick flight. Total flight time right now is sitting at 7 minutes, and we are already on our descent down to Düsseldorf International Airport. Our airport's only about 24 nautical miles away, so we should be there in the next 5 minutes. So we ask at this time, please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt with your seatbelt fastened, tray table stowed, and your seat in the upright position and preparation for landing. Flight attendants, cross-check. Alright here, so we're going to start our landing gear here in just a minute as soon as we get the initiative to turn. And we're going to turn now, because I'm just looking at the map. I'm not listening to what it's telling me to do or that. I'm just looking at the map. The map says for it to turn. We can get rid of that now. So this is 128 degrees. Are you sure? We're going to start turning at 85 here. I don't feel like this is quite right though. Yeah. This is the one problem I have with the navigation system on board this aircraft. So that. Get rid of that now. It says it's 10 point some miles out. I doubt it though from the small map that I'm looking at. Yeah, we're paralleling it now. Trying to tap it further. Alright, we're paralleling that now. Alright. So we should see the airport coming up here pretty quick. I'm going to probably be taking control over here in a minute. As soon as I might actually deviate us a little bit. Yeah. We're going to try to use the ILS on this one. So, I'm actually going to pull up the map so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. So what I'm planning to do here, as you can see on the map display, the ILS is right here on the airport. We're going to fly right next to it at this present heading, and it should intercept us on the ILS, and then we should not be much further. I think that actually might be the airport right in sight there. Yeah, right there. It's probably it right there. So We're just gonna continue on here for now until I tell you that we're in a turn, and then at that point we'll start our present turn. EHDL is right there, so I mean we're not much further away from it. We're going to EHDL, so it's literally right here. I can't quite tell where the runway is. Let's put the gear down at this point. Slow it down to 190 knots. I'm gonna slow this puppy down. Slow it down. Holy cow. Alright, so while we do have the airport in sight, we're gonna maintain this present. Actually, I'm gonna take control of the altitude because it's just going nuts now. It's got 25 degrees of flaps. Like now. There we go. There we go. Let's keep slowing it down until it finds itself a comfortable area to stay at, because it just keeps on wanting to pitch up. See this? Look at this thing. Just slowing it down. Where's the runway? Let's get rid of the map. I have the airport in sight. Try to get on the runway here. 150 is what we're gonna. It's actually the first time I've ever had to use full flaps for this thing. Flight attendants, please be seated. Landing in 1 minute. We're gonna start turning towards the airport here. I see the runway already, so I'm just gonna lift it up a little bit. Oh boy, it's one finicky aircraft, eh? Wouldn't you say? Yeah, I know we're a tad bit off. I just want the aircraft to get closer before we start our final turn, because it's annoying. That's why. My goal here is to get it on the runway and get it stopped. And again, guys, I'm not a United Kingdom person. I actually was born here in Canada, so I can't speak a lot of the, I don't know, 2,500 feet above the ground here. I think we're a tad bit slow, honestly. I increased our speed by 10 knots. We got a good rate coming down here now, so I can go and reduce it back a little bit and start letting the aircraft kind of flow down on its own. Yep, like that. What we're trying to do here is just getting the aircraft lined up with the runway. We kind of cut short of the ILS here, but because of the way the aircraft mapped the planning out, we're literally this has literally been a 20-minute flight, 15-minute, and we're already on landing. So, I mean, I think we've got ourselves a pretty good deal. Alright. Alright, you're alright. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm just waiting. You see the red rectangles up there? I'm basically just waiting for us to get near that. And I'm actually going to pull up a tad bit here. I'll pull up a tad bit. Let's just go and we're just above it, so we should probably just hit the runway right at the beginning, which is good. That's what I want. And let's keep it steady here. Yep, we are on final approach. 1,000, copy. Tad bit left, tad bit left. Oh shoot, I overshoot it here. Okay, get it straighten. Stay on it. Select heading hold here. Get it straighten. Speed. That's alright. Heading select right here. Oh shoot.
300. 200.
We're gonna come in slanted, that's alright.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
And we're down. Put it on the ground pretty fast there. Kind of came in a little bit slanted, but that's kind of a given in this situation. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dusseldorf International Airport, where the local time here is 7:15 at night. Sit back as we please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, your tray table stowed, and just sit in the upright position until we have fully parked the aircraft. We will be taxiing for the next few moments, so please remain seated until we are parked at the terminal gate building. On behalf of Air Canada and your entire flight crew, I'd like to thank you for flying with Air Canada. We're proud to be a Star Alliance network. This was a relatively short shuttle flight over here. Air Canada does not normally operate these big giant birds into the airport like this. So we it was kind of a surprise to us when we found out that we had to fly this big bird in here, because as you can see, it was quite hard upon landing to try to get the aircraft stopped in time. And so anyways, but we've made it here, so welcome to Dusseldorf International Airport. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete and full stop at the terminal gate building. At that time, you're free to move about the cabin. Let's turn off our landing lights and our strobe lights. Again, look at compared to the regular size of this airport, I don't think this is meant for planes our size. Just because, look at that, that just is incredible. I honestly, I don't know how somebody got a 747 in here, because this is already tight enough with a 777. So, I mean, a 747 is just asking for trouble here. Trying to get it so it doesn't cut the grass too much. But I'm going to leave our spoilers open for now. Looks like there is a gate area. This taxiway is unrealistic. Let's shut that off now. Let's go ahead and taxi on over to the gate here, because we're such a big bird, and yeah. So I have actually made my mind. I am gonna go ahead and make this just one video itself, just because I don't feel like making it. I don't know if this is our parking spot or if we can taxi further in. It looks like we can just take one of these, so. This is such a small airport, holy cow. So we'll turn here and then park somewhere up here. I do see a bigger parking space up there, so I might park there. Oh my god. This is insanely hard to try to get an aircraft this big through there. We are literally gonna have to make a wide turn to get through here. Can't believe they put us in this tiny spot with this big aircraft like that. This is ridiculous. How are you even gonna push out of here? Like, I'm gonna pull up to that. That looks like an actual parking spot. Holy cow. It's your martial arts though. Yeah, that was a little bit of a insane flight here into Dusseldorf. Really wasn't hoping it was going to be like this type of an airport. Like, look at how small this is. So we're just going to continue taxiing and see if we can find ourselves a bigger... Actually, no, we'll pull in right here. Slow the plane down way much. Way more. So it's just such a small... They made these taxiways way too... Look at this. mean, I think airports like this is meant for smaller regional jets, not for a huge 777 like this. Alright, we're gonna stop here and go on. Alright, so we made it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. Here's a replay of the landing if you wish to see it. But I kind of want to know how I did. So we were just right here. I think we were pretty straight here, and then I think we got a tad bit. Yeah, no, we were really off. Look how off we were. That was awful. But we made it on the ground, and actually we were pretty straight. That was a fairly smooth landing. Yeah, that was a fairly smooth landing. Let's watch that one more time. Holy cow, I just can't. Look at how much flap. Like, I've never actually landed with flaps 30 on board. Well, that's a lie. I have, but just not at this airport. Because the reason why there's no landing lights is because, yeah, so we're parked. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna show this one more time and the undercarriage view so you guys can see it. Actually, is it nose view? Ooh, that might be cool. Watch it this way. Zoom in on his nose, though. So you can see our bottom wheels hit first, and then the spoilers open. It stopped us on the ground. I kicked the reverse thrust in mode as soon as we got stopped, and we got hit on the ground. I kind of let the nose gear float a bit, but yeah. Let's go ahead and shut off our beacon light, as we won't be taking off anytime soon. And why is that like that? We'll shut off our no smoking sign. And anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little flight into Dusseldorf International Regional Airport with a 777-300ER. I'll see you guys in our next video, which may be island hopping, but stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Take care.